welcome back to Andrea Fontana Beauty. I know it's been a little while since I filmed a video and it's Sunday afternoon. It's a beautiful day out. It definitely looks like fall. It kind of feels chilly. I'm drinking some chamomile tea that I just burnt my tongue on. I wanted to make a video since I haven't filmed one in a long time. I've been really inspired recently by this Maybelline palette. Now, I normally never pick up drugstore eyeshadow palettes because I just haven't had the best luck with them. I don't find that the pigment and the quality is worth it, even though they are pretty inexpensive. I don't know why I was drawn to this. It's probably the warm colors. This is the Maybelline Soda Pop palette, but I just really felt like I love a good purple. I love especially this grape pop color. It reminds me of Stars and Rockets from MAC, which I used to love back in the day. So I saw this palette and I want to say that it was like $13, $14, so pretty inexpensive, and you get, let's see here, 12 eyeshadow colors. And there's some really good mattes, there's some good shimmer colors, so I've created a few really fun looks, and I wanted to create a purple and blue, or maybe like this maroon. I don't know, I kind of want to use these colors, but I also want to keep it pretty warm. I don't know, we'll see what I create, but I just wanted to take you guys through it. I am going to be doing a full face with this, and so far I love this palette, so I definitely wanted to create something kind of different, kind of fall, but not your typical fall with that purple in it. So if you keep watching, then I'll show you exactly how I'm going to create it. So to get started, I'm going to use the Weleda Skin Food to prep my skin. I've used this before in videos, and if you see me looking down this way, it's because I have a mirror right here that I'm looking into. But I like to take the tiniest little amount and kind of warm it up between my fingers. And then I really like to put this through my cheeks and on my forehead. Now, I don't put it in any areas where I have a lot of oil, if that makes sense. So any areas I kind of avoid my T-zone. Mainly, now I'm not very oily through here. My oil is mainly my nose, and then I'm very prone to breakouts on my chin, so I definitely avoid that area just because it is a thicker product. But I love how everything blends out on my face when I use it, and it smells really good too. So I really like it for that reason. So I'm actually gonna put that on just like that. I also have a lot of texture through here because I have keratosis pilaris on my face. Through my cheeks right here, if you ever notice small little bumps on my face, that's what it is. And I exfoliate and stuff, but it's just kind of something that naturally happens. It's genetic, and most people get it on the back of their arms, but I'm lucky enough to have it on my face as well. But I really like doing this step because I find that the more moisturized my cheeks are, the less likely my foundation and everything is to stick. So everything just seems to blend better when I have. So if you have any sort of like little texture like this, I find that things blend better when you are really moisturized and everything feels really plump and smooth. So that's kind of my first step there. Now, I am going to be using a primer that I think I talked about in a favorites video. I really like it. It's the Honey Do Me Up NYX. It's got little gold flecks in it, and it's really weird. It like looks like honey. It's got this little like spatula. So I just put a little bit, kind of like two little, I don't want to call them scoopfuls because they're really not. But I just, again, rub that between, and then I kind of like press it in. That I do put all over. But it doesn't leave your face feeling sticky once it's absorbed. I really like it. I find that it really does help everything. I don't understand the purpose of the gold flecks. I think it's, I don't know. You don't see them. So if you look at this and you're like, the gold flecks scare you and you think you're gonna have like glitter on your face, you're definitely not. Okay, now for foundation, I'm gonna be using one of my favorites, Makeup Forever HD. I take one pump, the back of my hand, and then I put a little bit of this Maybelline Master Strobing liquid. It's an illuminating highlighter in the shade Light Iridescent. It's kind of like a pink tone. I like it because I think it's a pretty good dupe for the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, which I used to mix into my foundation. And ever since I bought this one earlier this year, I've been using this one instead, and it's lasted a good amount of time. So I take that and I mix it right in the back of my hand with my foundation. And then I'm just gonna apply it. I don't like to put a lot of foundation on my forehead just because I find that it keeps, that's like the one place where I feel like I I'm starting to have some wrinkles. I know people watching are probably like, what are you talking about? But I notice them, and that's like where I start to notice them. So I try not to keep a bunch of foundation in there. And I'm just gonna use this, let's see. This is the foundation brush that comes with the IT Cosmetics CC cream. So it's an IT Cosmetics foundation brush. It's the one that's designed to go with it. I shouldn't say that it comes with it, because when you buy the foundation, you don't necessarily get this, but it's the one that is recommended to apply that with, and I actually really do like it. And as always, I move in a downward direction when I'm blending this out, because I have peach fuzz on my face, and when you go up, the foundation can catch on it, and then it can make it more visible. So I just like to not make it more visible. I feel like that's pretty obvious, self-explanatory. So I go on my eyelids. I just do one really, really thin layer of foundation. It's funny, as I'm getting older, and I take a lot better care of my skin than I did like even 5 years ago, but I'm really happy with where my skin is at as far as, I mean, aside from the occasional breakout, overall my tone is kind of right where I want it to be. So I try not to wear too much. I just like a really thin layer, and then I just use a little bit more concealer in the places that I want it. But that, I think, is my secret to helping my makeup look really natural, but also really glowy. So that takes care of my redness. That's mainly what I use my foundation for. Obviously to give me a good even base, but it helps take care of my redness. So what I'm gonna start by doing, so I put chilling all over my lid, even into my crease, because it's a really good kind of neutral skin tone shade, for me at least. And I'm gonna take a little bit of Cocoa Float, just on the tip, like that, of my blending brush, and we're gonna go right into the crease, and we're gonna go all the way from the inner to the outer corner, just like that. So if you put the product right on the tip of your brush, and then you put it right into your crease, and then just go back and forth, follow the shape. It's a really good way to just pop that color right in your crease and get it blended. And with that base shadow underneath, it's gonna blend really easily for you. Another trick, if you really want to get that really nice and defined, you can take a pencil brush like this, take this crease color right on it, and then draw it right through that crease, but then go back in with your fluffy brush and blend it out. And see how that gives us a little bit more of a defined crease? Everything's where we need to be, but it's not harsh. It's blended at the same time. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so we have a crease. Now, what I wanna do, I think I'm gonna take Cherry on Top, which is this purple, and I'm gonna put that in the inner and outer. So using that same pencil brush, go right into Cherry on Top, right there. And I'm gonna put that, I'm gonna apply that in like a little, right in my outer V, and also in my inner V, just like that. We're just worried about applying the shadow right now, so just put that in there. And then I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush. I like this one for the inner and outer corner because it's kind of like tapered. It's like fluffy, but it just fits really well, like that. See, I'm like barely doing anything. I'm literally just like kind of wiggling it, and it'll blend it out nicely. Now, if you lose some of that pigment, it's not quite as intense as it was when you first put the product on. You can go back in, apply a little more. Don't I make really cute faces when I'm doing eyeshadow on myself? So blend that in and out. I love that. Now, I think I'm gonna put this Soda Fizz right in the middle of my lid. I think I'm gonna take this and I'm just going to go back in with Chilling right in the center, just so that this is really light. Now the reason I wanna do that is so that when I put that shadow over it, the sparkly one, in case it doesn't have a lot of like pigment, it's mostly glitter, it'll still pop, if that makes sense. Now I am gonna go back in with my blending brush. I'm not taking any new product. And I'm just gonna go like that. And I think I'm just gonna go in with my finger. And I'm gonna take Soda Fizz, which is like this really pretty, I don't know if you can see the sheen on it. Let's see how well that applies. Now, that's not bright enough for me. Do you see how that just darkened it? I'm gonna spray that same flat that I just used with chilling. I'm gonna spray it with some MAC Fix Plus, get it wet, and I'm actually gonna go in with tonic. I'm gonna put that right, yeah, that's gonna give me the pop of shimmer that I want. And same thing. Okay, I don't know if you can see this happening. My only complaint with these is that they get a little chunky. So they're like flaky almost. I don't know, it's hard to describe. And when you get them wet, which I'm used to getting most of my metallic shadows wet, because when I want to do something like this, I love to spray my brush. So it's kind of frustrating. It's like getting a little like flaky and like clumpy, if that makes sense, because it's wet. Now I'm going back in with my Deluxe crease brush, and I'm just gonna like blend out the edges. So you can't really see how that makes it a lot less obvious where we like started and stopped the shimmer. I don't want that line to be quite so heavy. Like that. Okay, I'm also gonna again do this. And then I'm gonna actually deepen up the inner and outer again. See, that looks a little chunky on me. I'm gonna take a spoolie. Yeah, spoolies always, if you don't buy these disposable spoolies, they're like disposable mascara wands. I always have 1,000 of them around because it's what I use on clients to put their mascara on, but they have so many uses. I always have them on so that I can like comb through my brows, and apparently you can get rid of clumpy texture by just scraping that away. And look, didn't even mess anything up. Spoolies are life. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in without spraying my brush to see if this helps. I just wanted to pack that on a little bit more. Now I do kind of want to go back in and blend out that crease a little bit. So I'm gonna go back in with Cocoa Float. Just like that. This one though is bothering me a little bit. It's just like a little bit it's just not as blended as I want it to be. So let's try that. Okay. Now we're gonna finish up the rest of my face, and then we're going to go back in. I kind of want to use some purple. I have some purple liner. This is the purple liner that doesn't exist anymore, so I'm not even gonna bother telling you what it is because you can't buy it anymore. But I'm gonna clean up. Okay, so let's clean this up. I'm not gonna do any liner on the top because I never do. I like rarely wear eyeliner. Okay, so we're gonna do my concealer. I'm gonna be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20. This is like my favorite guy. I like to just spread it on with my ring finger, and then let's cover up some of my lovely scarring from all the breakouts I've been having recently. And then we'll take a nice little beauty blender that's dampened. Now when it comes to concealer here, I like to blend out the edge there, as you can see, with my cheek. Go up and then go under. I find that if I don't let it sit for a second and almost like start to dry, then when I go to blend, it just like blends it away, which is not what I want at all. Okay. Next, we're gonna set. I'm gonna use a little bit of RCMA No Color Powder. And just set under there. Now, normally you probably set everything, but I'm about to cream contour or use a contour stick. So I'm actually not going to set my whole face. Like, I'm not gonna set my cheeks or anything. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Amber Matchsticks Matte Skin Stick. Wow, that's hard to say. Twist this guy up. It's a really nice, cool tone. I like to put it there, all across my forehead, down my nose, under my lip, under my chin. Don't I look cute? And I like to take this Duo Fiber contour brush because of the Duo Fiber. Helps to spread it out without removing product. It's almost like a stippling brush. Blend that out there. Blend out the sides of my forehead. Sides of my nose. Under my lip. Alrighty, so when that is done, I like to kind of go around. If I've like created, I don't know, if it was hard to blend, sometimes it can be hard to blend in certain areas. Then I'm gonna go in with Hoola by Benefit, and I'm gonna use the same brush. And I'm just gonna add a little bit right there. Almost like sharpen up that crease a little bit, or contour. And then I'm gonna use Luminoso by Milani, a fave that I like never use anymore, but I forgot. I always go through my makeup kit or my makeup drawers, and I end up finding a bunch of products that I haven't used in a while. So that's what we're gonna use. I think the peachiness will go really well with. Again, I like to go in and kind of like soften up anywhere that I need to. Highlighter, I'm going to use this Rituel de Fille, which I was the makeup artist for a video shoot for Curate & Co., a store that I love in Kalamazoo. And when I did the video shoot, I got to use these Illuminizers and I became obsessed with them. And so last weekend, I was in town and I stopped by there and I picked one of them up. This is Anthelion, a rare light luminizer, and it's this pretty gold color, and I like to take it on my 2 fingers here. I'm just obsessed with cream highlighters, so we're gonna put that on the cheek. And it totally goes with this vibe. It kind of matches what's on my lid there. Do a little bit right here. And the Cupid's bow. This is a helpful tip. If you find that your cream highlighter is like a little bit hard to blend out, just go back in with your setting brush and like rub it along the edge and it'll blend that out for you nicely. All right, that's looking good. I'm gonna take a little brush and actually take a little bit of this and go in right here just to kind of brighten up this area. And then go back in with my finger to kind of like remove some of it. Does that make sense? Soften it. Like that. Yeah. Perfect. So let's work on that bottom lash line. I'm going to take a purple eyeliner, put that on the bottom like that. Ooh, that's pretty. So we're gonna put that purple there. And then because I've been dying to use this purple, take a tiny little pencil, little smudge brush. I'm gonna go in with Great Pop. Yes, go all the way in and out. Just like that. Whew. How pretty is that? Alrighty. Again, I just like always end up using these setting brushes. I have like 3 of them. So a primer that I'm testing out is, I love the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara, but what did I buy? I bought something from Ulta and it came with a little Voluminous primer sample. So let's use it. I really do like primers. I think they help. Do I think you need a primer that's high-end? No. I think you can get a drugstore one. Like, look at that. No problem. But I do think they help give your mascara something to adhere to, so they definitely help make your lashes look fuller. And then I'm gonna put on my normal mascara. So, I'm glad that that's actually right there because I'm gonna show you. I swear I show this trick in every single video because it happens all the time and it's the most useful thing to have because my bottom lashes are super long and they always get mascara all over my face. But if you let it dry, you can take a clean Q-tip and just flick it right off. It has to be regular mascara, it can't be waterproof. Once waterproof dries, it's gonna stay there. All right, what do you guys think? I'm kind of obsessed with this look. I have a super chill date with Mikey later, but I'm gonna be super glam for it. Now for lips, I'm gonna use a color that I use all the time. I keep it in my purse because I wear it when I don't know what else to wear. It's by L'Oreal and it's in Fairly Nude, number 800. And it's just a really good nude. It makes my teeth look nice. I don't know, it's like kind of pinky. It's not matte, it's like kind of a cream. Do you see that? It's kind of, I mean, it's nude. So it's a perfect, like, I want something on my lips. It makes my teeth look whiter, which is always a plus. So there's the finished look, guys. What do you think? I really like it. So I used, let's see here. I used Chilling, Tonic, what else? Cocoa Float, Great Pop, Cherry on top. Tried to use Soda Fizz, but that one was kind of a fail. So yeah, I really like this palette. I think it's really pretty. I like this look. I think this is a very wearable way to wear color. If you're afraid of purple or you're afraid of wearing, I mean, even this, you don't have to put the bright purple on the bottom, but even if you just used that cherry on top, I think it would make a really pretty look and it wouldn't stand out and be like so obviously not neutral, if that makes sense. You'll notice I didn't do anything on my brows because I just waxed them and tinted them, so they're kind of like just how I want them. So I didn't bother doing anything to them, but usually I'd probably fill in my brows a little bit. Fill in my little bare spot right there, but for now, whatever. If you guys want me to do looks like this with, there's a Lemonade palette. Comment below if you want me to grab the Lemonade palette and create a look out of that one. If you want me to create another look out of this one, let me know. Oh, there's 3 looks that they suggest. Root Beer Pop, Grape Pop, and Orange Pop. That's really cute on the back. I didn't even realize that. That's kind of nice to give you a little bit of a guide to what you could do with it, but that's what I made with it and I really like it. So I'm excited to wear this for the rest of the day and not wash my hair, but still look like I'm put together. Yeah, in my Jurassic Park t-shirt. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you aren't already following and subscribed, please click the thumbs up button, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I will hopefully start doing this again because I really do miss creating looks for you guys and I think it's fun. And it gets me kind of, I don't know, I find that in the winter I lose some of my inspiration. So I'm trying to be proactive and try to do things like this and challenge myself to create videos so that I can create new looks for you guys and not stop doing makeup because I love it. So I haven't been creating videos because my bridal season has been nuts. I have 2 more left in the season for the year, and then I already start trials for next year. So I'm really excited. I'm absolutely loving it. I love my brides and I'm excited to be doing their makeup, but because I'm doing so much makeup every week, I don't tend to do much on myself or do videos like this, but I'm trying to be better at it. So comment below if you have suggestions of what you want me to do, and I will do my best to make those for you. I know that I will be creating a lot more content this winter as my wedding season slows down. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this look, and tag me on Instagram, Andrea Fontana Beauty, if you recreate it or if you create your own look with the Maybelline Soda Pop palette, and I will hopefully get the lemonade one. Hopefully I can, that one's still out and I can go find it. I'll probably go buy that one and create a look from that one as well, or maybe create a look from both of them using both palettes. So, alrighty, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye.